terms of positioning, establishing the mount on your opponent should be your final objective. There's another position that can be used to control and exhaust your opponent prior to achieving the mount, and that's the side mount. That's what our focus is for today. Lay down, please. If this is the full mount, this is the side mount. Now, our focus is to teach you what the different escape attempts your opponent will make and how to stop each one of those. So for the first slice, we're going to talk about an opponent who wants to bridge and roll you off. Either bridge me off this way or the other way, over my shoulder and over my head. So those are our two concerns. Look at my body positioning in relation to his. Perpendicular, I'm hugging the neck, and I'm under his arm with my other hand with my head low. My front foot is planted on the ground with my knee slightly bent. My bottom leg is straight. Okay? My bottom leg is fully extended with my hips, pelvis very low to the ground. And from this neck hug, notice which hand is hugging the neck? The front hand. And the opposite hand is under the armpit here. This would be very wrong. Okay, this is not good control. The good control comes from underneath the opposite arm and underneath the neck with the inside hand. If he don't try to bridge me this way, it's my foot that stops me. My planted foot here that stops him. And I hold and I drive my chest back onto him. So as he bridges, I keep driving my chest into him. Now, if I feel him start to hug me to prepare to roll me this way, my hand goes out. So he bridges that way, foot, other way, hand. Stay low the entire time and keep the neck hug solid. This hand has to be very quick so you don't get rolled over. If it gets trapped under his body, you might get rolled over your head. So as soon as he starts to move in that direction, some of the indicators that he's going to roll you that way is that he puts his elbow under your stomach. Because what he wants to use is that leverage to help roll me over. So anytime you feel this elbow drop down to start to push you over, prepare for the roll and put your hand out right away. Another indicator is if this hand hugs my back deeply and he starts to bear hug me to roll me over. Don't keep your hand tight, post it out. If he don't moves in a circle, if he starts to walk in either direction, I move with him. So watch now as he moves around, and I slide around. I keep moving my angle with him. No matter which way he goes, I just ride along here. Keep my angle in relation to him constant the whole time. My foot off, north of his shoulder, kind of at a north angle here, and my bottom leg straight out to the side. Here and here. Side to side. The roll prevention is key, especially against a much heavier opponent.
You want to be as heavy as possible when you're on top. Henner, if he moved 2 inches this way, he would be a little bit lighter. If he moved too much over here, it still doesn't feel the same. So I can help him by placing him even too much this way or that way. There's a perfect place to be, and the person on the bottom, you should be telling your partner, you know what, you feel the heaviest here, there, guide them so they can find the best spot to rest the weight and control.
So what we want to do is side mount each other, establish low control here with your partner, and while he don't tries to buck me off in each direction for about 10 seconds, just ride and move in a circular motion, but I want this person really bridging high this way as well as the other direction to test my lateral base and stability here. So in very slow motion, practice controlling the side mount and preventing the roll in either direction. Once you perfect this, you'll be ready to prevent the guard attempt. Go for it. So if you're up against a larger opponent and you're trying to establish the side mount, your primary concern is going to prevent that lateral rolling movement, and that's what we learned in the previous slice. Against a more skilled opponent, they might try to push your hips away and put you back into the guard position. And the guard prevention technique I'm going to show you now will help prevent that from happening. So if I'm side mounted, my base, my foot, and my hand on this side are very effective at stopping the lateral rolls. But if I just stay here, could potentially push my hips and bring his bottom knee underneath my leg and then start to put me in the guard. Okay, this is someone who understands the value of the guard, of course. So it's only a more skilled opponent would this be necessary. So I'm here, I'm controlling him. As soon as I feel him begin to push my pelvis with his hand or with his elbow, I'm going to bring my bottom leg, the back leg, and I'm going to switch it under. So if it's in essence the hip that he would have had effect on, by me switching, it kills his angle. He has no more leverage pushing my hip. So now that I'm sitting down here with my head low, my hips are on the ground. I'm sitting on the ground. And because my hips are on the ground, his knee can't slide under. So from here, I'm low, I'm tight, my base is very wide. Don't just do this. Keep it spread, keep it solid, and keep it low. With my head down, protective here. Okay? So you stay here. As long as he's trying to put me in the guard, I stay here. My hips stay close. Sometimes, if this elbow sneaks into the ground, I can use my hand to grab it and pick it back up. So I'm always under this elbow, and then I can go back to the lockup. Just make sure you stay very close. If he tries to go back to bridging me and rolling me side to side, I would go back to the hand base and the foot base. So bridge me over, hand, and come back to standard. So against an explosive rolling opponent, my primary focus is lateral base, and against a skillful opponent who's trying to achieve guard, I need to switch my hips and prevent the guard from happening. So from here, you don't push my hips. Switch. Control for a few seconds, hold his arm if I need to. Come back to the side, control, stay low, keep your head tight. And from here, if he starts to try to bridge again, hand goes out, switch back to normal base and get ready for the bridge. Back and forth. Control, he pushes my hips again. I sit through, and I stay low the whole time. If I need to pick his elbow up because he gets it down, grab it, pick it up, and go back underneath, keeping the head down. Come back to the lockup. Keep this lockup here solid. Now roll me again, please. Hand, foot, stabilize my base, back to normal base. Locking the hands, and I'm just holding. Henner also has his hips so low that even as I attempt to slide my knee under his leg, he feels my knee right there, and that tells him to sit through the same way he does when I push the hip. Okay, so guard prevention, key detail. Switch those hips and get low. Now, another thing that might happen is sometimes when you're doing this confusion, you're going back and forth, he works the guard, he also might bring that other hand over there across my throat to push away, which could be pretty annoying. So what I want you to do when this hand comes in is slip it across and hold here. Okay? So we trap it with our head here. Rather than letting the elbow annoyingly push our neck away, we slip it and we go. Now we do the same exact thing. If he rolls me this way, hand out, I use my head to keep it trapped here. Okay, I'm not really trying to do anything but control him here. If his hand slips off my head, I don't care. As long as it's not across my throat. Okay, but if he does slip it in, we're slipping it across, head down and hold. Check my base, please. Hand, foot, hand, control, stay low. He comes off, I keep my head down, push my hips, please. Switch the hips and sit low. Control, control, control. He starts to bridge again. Hand, foot, ride, ride, ride. Keep it close here. Go for the neck. So this is the cycle I want you guys to do. Keep riding here. Keep your head down. Base, my foot solid, my hand. Push the hips. And switch and sit through tight. Okay? How long do you do this for? As long as it takes to exhaust them. And then we're going to transition to the mount. So right now in slow motion with your partners, one person control for about 10 seconds while the bottom person checks all these components side to side and pushing the hips. I switch. If his forearm comes across my throat, I slip it across and I lower my head, keeping the hands tight. Okay, control the side mount, 10 seconds each, then reverse rolls, nice and slow. Perfect this, and then we're going to teach you how to transition from the side mount after your opponent exhausts, right over to the mount position. Go for it. Since the most important thing in any real street fight is establishing control over your opponent, this reflex development drill will combine the side mount positional control tactics with the full mount positional control techniques. So starting from the side mount, get low, establish it. I want the bottom person to check all components, side to side, push the hips, switch, checking, 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 hand. If he pushes the forearm on my throat, I slip it and I come by. Okay? Once you check everything, and everything feels comfortable, and exhaust, bring the outside leg in to the armpit. Sit low. Now we're going to the mount position. From here, slide the knee across, hand out, knee on the ground. Stay forward, stay low. And now I'm going to slide my knee down south as I turn my hips and slap down. Shoot my knee forward and sit low, establishing the mount. Once I establish the mount, I want the bottom person to check all my base control techniques from here. Control with my hook switches. He's gonna try to wrap one of the arms. Stiff arm, low swim. Remember to keep your elbow wide. When you do these right here, keep your elbow high as you come through. He's gonna check the other side maybe. I switch my hooks, stiff arm, low swim. If he pushes me straight up, I go to my knees. Both knees, alleviate one shoulder, come in, and get back down. Okay, check side to side a few more. 1, 2, 3. Then reverse rolls. So we're mixing all side mount control tactics with the mount control. Establishes wide base. Notice the teamwork. Notice the speed. Very slow. Zero hurry. Sit through. Wait a second. He bumps me again.
Back to legs out. Control. Very lightly, arm in the neck. Push it across slowly. Hold it for a little bit. Let him pull his arm free as if he escaped. Stay close. Onto my knees. Knee under his arm. He checks to make sure he can't pull his elbow through. Keep it high and tight. Knee over the stomach slowly. Check the base a little bit. Back leg slides in. Knee slides to the ground. Stretches him. Slap. Mount. Hooks in. Slow. Back hook in. Front knee open. You guys know the drill. Stay low. Now I try to wrap his arm. Stiff arm and swim. 1. If I try to push him straight up, the pattern doesn't matter. The order doesn't matter here. It's a reflex development. Get back low. Check him. His hooks are good. Now I try to wrap an arm. Stiff arm and swim. A few seconds, 10 seconds of mount control, and you're good to go.
Reflex development, control from the side mount, control from the mount. Perfect those both, and victory is yours. In most cases, controlling and maintaining the side mount position is actually easier than maintaining, establishing, and controlling the full mount position. And for this reason, you're better off taking your time when you're side mounted on the person. Let them flop around, let them exhaust, let them waste all their energy, so that when you decide to transition to the mount, they're already completely gassed out, which makes the submission attempts from the mount that much easier.
When you transition to the mount, make sure your lateral base, your hands, and you're leaning forward and you're ready, because when you're transitioning is a time where they're going to want to do their last attempt to throw you off. They tried in the side mount, they weren't able to. But as you begin to move, you're a little vulnerable, so be super alert and very wide base.
Tight on the transition, heavy knee, wide base, and you'll be good to go. Get that mount and use it from there to look for your submission opportunities.
Once you mount, you'll be able to do any move you want.
Let's incorporate the body fold takedown along with taking the back and the rear naked choke in this reflex development drill. So starting from a standing situation, casual wrap up, he'll check my base a little bit, we'll move around, and when I feel comfortable, I'm gonna drop a little and then suck his hips in and step forward. And as soon as I mount, he don't rolls to his knees. I modify, I let him get up. Notice how quickly our heads aligned. Over, under, and we roll. It doesn't matter which side we end up on. We fall, I keep it tight. Hold the wrist and shoot the neck here. Rip the hand out, sink it. This is a strong side, as you can tell. Strong side, rear naked choke. Now keep my hooks in and apply pressure. Go ahead. So he controls my hips tight, he gets low, he sucks the hips in, he pulls me down. Notice how when I land, I keep my head off the ground. I'm holding him to support me, but I'm also very careful with my head here. Now, I start to bridge and roll. He modifies his base. Now watch how swiftly his back hook goes in, and he's sitting low immediately. He locks the over-under, and no matter where we end up, no matter how much we roll, look, we end up, what is it? Weak side. His underhooking arm is trapped, so he grabs my shoulder, a quick little pickup, watch a quick hand removal, and he switches, sinking the hands into position, lowering his head, and wishing me good night. This is how it goes down in a real fight, so
perfect this reflex development drill.
Body fold takedown, take the back, rear naked choke, doesn't matter which side. Learn them and love them. Go for it. The leg hook takedown that you've already learned is a very reliable way to get your opponent from a standing position to the ground. Now, when you're in that clinch position, another very reliable option from the clinch, especially when you're here and your opponent is trying to punch you in the face, is the body fold takedown. The reason this technique is extremely effective is because in order for Hidon to punch me from here, he has to lean back to get that space for the punches to come in. So his body naturally gets a slight arch back. Now when he starts to lean back for that punch, his body begins to fold back. All I'm gonna do is create more fold than he would like me to and take him right to the ground. So in this one, very similar positioning. The clinch positioning is the same, with my head facing the inside and my hips slightly off to the outside. My hand is wrapping his waist, and my front hand grabs the back wrist, like this with a thumbless grip. From here, okay, I'm holding my hips close. I'm gonna drop my level just a little bit. I don't wanna stand too tall. I wanna drop down. Now, as I stiffen my body up, I'm gonna use my shoulder and my chest to fold his upper body back while my hands pull his pelvis in. So from here, I get low, I pull in tight, I lift a little, and I fold. As he begins to break back, watch, step and release. Notice how he don't hold my back. First extra control and safety, then my knee slides right through, and I end up in the full mount with my hands out. So once again, from the clinch, either this side or this side, it doesn't really matter. I have the waist controlled, I have here. Get low, and again, he's trying to hit me a little bit, he's trying to punch me, and naturally his body's folded back a little bit. From that fold, I'm gonna get low, I'm gonna stand up tall. So it looks like this. Get low, stand up. Now watch my upper body do this. I go up and I fold. And as I do that, look what happens. I pull his pelvis straight into mine, and my upper body breaks his backwards. So his hips end up getting pulled way too far forward. And once he passes the 45-degree angle with his upper body, he just collapses. So I make sure to lift, fold just enough to make him collapse, and then step, release, and slide right over to that mount. So we're in the clinch, I'm close, he starts to try to punch. Now in drill purposes, or for drill purposes, you shouldn't actually hit each other because you want to go in very slow motion. But in reality, the best time to use this is when he's trying to hit you. So from here, get low, pick up, slight fold, okay? Pull his pelvis in, fold, step, slide, and go right over.
As I'm falling down, not only am I holding his back, but hold me, I'm sitting on my butt. I'm not letting my back stay arched and completely falling like a tree on my back, okay? We want to make this as quiet and smooth as possible. I sit down.
Now, to that same effect, the person who's doing the move shouldn't just get their body folded a little bit, fold a little, and go like this, and just fall for no reason. He didn't even do the move. I have to make him do the technique. So as he's folding me, I'm leaning back a little bit, but I'm keeping my core relatively strong so that he's the one who's responsible for the fall, not my laziness, okay?
Make sure you don't use your head to force them too much, okay? Your shoulder, your upper body, so you don't strain your neck muscles.
It will hurt your neck. So get low, hips close, stand up, and I follow, my butt goes down, and then I fall. So by yourself, here's how this one looks. Body control, either on this side or on this side with my head on his chest. Hold, keep his hips close, drop a little, pick up, look at the body fold, do it with your whole body. It's not just your arms that pull, it's your hands that hold them close while your whole body bends. And then he begins to fall, step, release, and come into that full mount, okay? The goal here is to catch him while they're trying to punch you. Now, go ahead.
If Penner's holding me and he's not able to do the body fold takedown because my legs are too wide,
You guys might have missed that, but I transitioned quickly into the leg hook takedown. So if the body fold doesn't work, you do the leg hook. They work interchangeably. The body fold is quick and easy. The leg hook is solid and reliable. Choose it for what it's worth. Practice the body fold takedown right now, and you'll be ready for a reflex development drill that incorporates it with another technique. It's time to mix the body fold takedown with few other techniques in this fight simulation drill. Starting with an aggressive opponent. Hands up. We're keeping the distance here. We stay away, two arms, two arms. When he throws, I enter and I wrap that clinch. From the clinch, control your hips close and tight, lower a level, pick up a little and fold. Now, when you take the person down, I want to go straight to the side mount. Legs sprawled out to the side. So body fold to the side mount position rather than the mount. From here, under the arm, under the neck, lock hands. Keep your head down. He's going to try to put me in the guard. As he pushes my hips, I switch and I stay low. Once I neutralize that, I go to my knees and I get back in the armpit here. Knees tight. Stay low, no rush. Now, I slide my knee across his stomach, hand up, knee to the ground, and now turn, slap down and mount. From the mount, he quickly rolls to his knees. I modify, I let him up. Keep the back, he rolls out of it. We keep the back until he slips away and turns in our guard. Once he turns, I go right to punch block series stage 1. From here, he pulls the punch back, I put the knee in, he pulls the other punch, I put the other knee in. Couple punches until he leans forward and goes back to the guard. From this position, he's going to keep the weight heavy. I'm going for the triangle choke. I'm going to use my legs, push him away, hold the head, scoot out. Both feet on the hips, hold the wrist. From here, retract and cross my legs. Now I hold the arm down, hold the neck, foot, bite, and slow finish. Okay, he don't turn. So I'll be the aggressor. I step, he stays away, he shoots in, nice control. Remember, after the body fold, going to the side mount. He goes down, he goes right into the side. Head and arm control. From here, I try to put him in the guard. He switches his hips and he stays low. Nice control. After I calm down, he goes to his knees. Stays tight, slowly slides the knee through, hand out for base. He goes all the way over, knee down, turn, and full mount. Once he mounts, I roll. He lets me get up. He gets the over-under, he keeps the back, and the guy slips out. From here, he loses control, and I go on top. From the guard, I pull the punch. 1. Boom, we're in stage 2. Now I lean forward, he pulls me back in. This time, triangle, giant killer. Use the legs, push the head, hip out, feet on the hips, hold the wrist, and shoot. Hold the arm, hold the head, bite, and finish. Okay? From this one here, we're going from the clinch to the body fold takedown, side mount. Control that side mount. As they try to put you in the guard, turn your hips, stay low. And then go to your knees and slide the knee across the belly. Once you achieve the mount, they're going to quickly roll. As they roll and get up, you put your hooks in, keep the back. Hold that for a few seconds, and then loosen up a little so your partner can spin inside your legs and end up in your guard. Once they're in your guard, stage 1, they're going to pull some punches, put your knees in. Stage 2. Then they're going to drive, you put them back in stage 1 as they drive their weight. From stage 1, you're going to use your legs, push them away, shove the head, hip out, and triangle choke the giant. Try it in slow motion, learn the pattern, and build those reflexes. Fight simulation time. Let's tie in our strategy of keeping the distance and establishing the clinch on a conservative opponent with several other techniques. Check it out. So from this situation here, Keaton's hands are up, I'm measuring him, I'm defending. 1, 2, I time it. I go get him by surprise. Stay close. From here, leg hook takedown, step in, pick, release, hands out, full mount. As soon as I mount, Keaton goes to his knees. Modified mount, hooks in swiftly, over, under. From here we roll. I keep the back, but he's too squirmy. His back starts to slip out a little bit, and I switch my legs, and I go right back to the mount. Once I mount, he turns to a side variation, but he has his hand up. Rather than keeping his hands by his face, he's pushing up on my neck or face. No problem. Still, a modified mount. Pin the head, hug this arm to your chest. Invert the front leg, step around and catch. From here, slow wrist control, legs tight, knees tight. Check my control, please. Keep it tight. Now watch, slow pressure. Here, slow transition to the guard. From the guard, keep him close. Stage 1, make it nice. He stands up. I get him off me, 1, 2. He punches, I let him back in from stage 4. So 1, 4, 1. Now, I hold the head, I scoot out, and I create stage 1.5. Leg on the back, hug the neck, and slide to the wrist. Now push it away, cross my feet. Hip up, transfer it, hold the wrist down here while I hold the head, foot on the hip, wiggle away, and bite the neck. Grab and lock it up. Knees tight, head control. Fight simulation drill. So from here, measure conservative opponent. So go forward, but not too crazy. I'm a little scared. He surprises me, he gets me. He's holding, I'm backing up, leg hook takedown. Pick and release. From the full mount, I quickly roll. He modifies, he lets me get up. He over-under controls, no matter where we go, he keeps it. Now, he gets scared, or I start slipping away. And then he transitions his hooks. Slap the elbow in, mounts. From the mount, I get scared, so I turn sideways, and I start pushing my hand up on his face. Like, man, get off of me. He spins, and he lands tight with his feet. From here, knees tight, feet tight, slow motion. Notice how right here, his foot is in my armpit. That's no big deal. It's okay. His foot landed there because my hand was up. So foot in the armpit, knees tight, hold me down, and now slow pressure on the arm lock. From here, he lets me up. Look at my get up. Into the guard. From the guard, throw some punches from stage 1, maybe swim through one time. He swims back inside, so he's learning to control. Look at my get up. He pushes me off, stage 4. He quickly lets me back in. Drops me in with his legs. Now, he's gonna create a stage 1.5 triangle setup. Shove the knee, elbow, gets his knee inside, holds the head. Notice my variation now. I'm gonna straighten the leg through instead, go around, release the wrist. Block punches first. Always worry about not getting hit. Once he's tired, hips up, move the arm across, head, foot in the hip, wiggle back, bite, and finish. Fight simulation. Stand up. Keep the distance. Stay safely away. Conservative opponent. So you are going to initiate that entry rather than waiting for the punch. Once you clinch, hold close. But because of their wide base, you go for the leg hook takedown. Set up step, pick it, and drop it. Once you take them down, go right to the mount. And when you do, they're going to go to their knees right away. Let them get up. Take the back. Hooks in, over, under. Roll around a little bit, and this time his back starts to slip away. So you transition to the full mount. From the full mount, he desperately turns on his side, pushes up on your face, and is scared of the punches. His arm extended is a clear indicator that you're gonna go for the arm lock from the mount. Side variation, leg up, spin and catch. Once you catch that, control, slow pressure and finish. Then what? Let him in the guard, control stage 1. When they get up to punch you, stand up, feet on the hips. Stage 4, hold them away, drop them back in, and when you get back to stage 1, finish with a triangle from stage 1.5. Might sound like a lot, but that's what happens in a street fight. So if you can't do it here, you won't do it there. Focus and perfect.
Take your time.
Now let's tie in this process of shooting in on a conservative opponent, establishing the clinch on a conservative opponent with the body fold takedown to help strengthen our reflexes. So he don't be the attacker, we'll start from back here. Remember, I need to measure, make sure my 2-arm distance is very safe at all times. He takes a small conservative step, I match him. Surprise entry and clinch. From here, check me. He tries to back away. If he starts punching, body fold and step forward and go right to the mount. Hands out wide. Full control. Once I mount, I win. Measure, always 2 arms. Small conservative steps.
If I'm too close, Henry tells me to move back.
Hey buddy, back up.
He helps me.
No rush. Get low. Little pickup, little fold. Hold the head and keep your head off the ground. All the way to the mount. In slow motion. Keep the distance, clinch, conservative opponent, body fold takedowns. Go for it. So the fight has begun. You and your opponent are facing off. The more aggressive they are in their attack towards you, the easier it is going to be for you to shoot in, establish the clinch, and take the fight to the ground. The difficulty begins when you have someone who's slightly more conservative in their approach. Maybe they're a little scared of you. Maybe they saw you wearing your Gracie t-shirt, so they're a little bit wary of who they're dealing with. Whatever the situation might be, if your opponent is coming towards you slightly more conservative, you need to use a slightly different strategy, a technique we call the surprise entry method, to establish the clinch on a conservative opponent. So Hidon's back here, hands up. So let's say basically from our 2 arms distance, he knows he can't do anything. So he's going to try to get closer to me, but conservatively. As he steps towards me, I take a small step back. Okay? He takes another step, I take another step. Now when he steps this time, I rush him and I grab him. So all we're doing is we're taking a few steps back. We're drawing him towards us. We're acting almost as if we're scared. Scared, and then boom, we shoot in, we time that entry, we surprise him, and we make contact. And once we make contact, we get our clinch, and once we have our clinch, we go to the ground. So in very slow motion, it'll be Hidon's turn. Come this way, please. We'll measure 2 arms. Always start at 2 arms. From here, I step, he stays away. He stays away. He shoots in, and he wraps me up. Now, right now, we're doing it in 3 steps. It could be 4 steps, it could be 5 steps, but I would say anywhere from 3, 4, 5 steps back, you want to time your entry. And the best time to lunge forward is during their step. If I'm just, measure me please, if I'm just standing here and I'm the attacker and Hidon shoots in right now, I can run away. But when I step forward towards him, he shoots in, my momentum was going forward when he shot in. So it's very hard for me to change my mind and back off. One other detail, besides the perfect timing of when to shoot in, is once you make contact, keep driving towards me and wrap me up immediately because they're going to want to get away. If they're scared of you, when you lunge in, they're going to try to back off. So get them and keep driving until you establish your double underhooks, both hands under the arm, and your tight upper body clinch, preparing you for that body full takedown. Most common mistake?
Most common mistake is that the wrong leg goes forward. So when I'm here, when the time comes for me to step in, don't do this. The front leg is the leg that goes forward first. Here. 1, 2.
Also, keep in mind that right now we're focusing on how to shoot in on a conservative opponent. But what if you're keeping the distance on this conservative opponent and out of nowhere they become aggressive? The strategy changes immediately. You shoot in, you don't think twice, you wrap them up, and you establish that clinch. So this strategy of the surprise entry is a little more proactive. You're deciding when you want to go in, and you're doing it during one of his steps. But if he starts punching you, the easiest time is to just shoot right in at that moment. Don't think twice about it. Okay? One more time, please. So we're keeping the distance here. You're going to back up. 1, 2. He times it. He's in. And as soon as he gets in, he establishes that clinch here, and he holds tight. And remember, while you're keeping the distance, if he's here, let's say the attacker switches his stance, he don't drop steps, and he switches his stance as well. And we're still 2 arms away. Step 1, step 2. Now here's what's amazing. When I take 2 steps forward and he backs up twice, I expect him to back up on the 3rd step. So I think he's scared, but he lunges forward. That's the beauty of this technique. Draw him in, and when he least expects it, pounce. Hit him in the chest, and then make that full contact and establish the body clinch.
And when you decide to go forward, go for real. Don't stop. Keep driving forward.
You can't afford to change your mind on this one. You got to bite your teeth, go right down the center, get a hold of him. Trust me, it's safer on the inside once you get a hold of him. So for this technique, we're here, knees slightly bent, we're backing up, 1, 2, and then pounce and keep the contact as you establish the clinch. We're driving straight through their chest all the way in for that clinch. With your partners, take 2 steps forward, attacker take 2 steps conservatively, and then on that 3rd step, that's when the person should shoot in and establish the body clinch. In very slow motion. Try it, 2 steps, and then a shot, surprise entry, and then reverse rolls. Go get them. When your opponent is aggressive, it's so much easier because they close the distance for you. They come at you with punches. As long as you cover up and you hit them in the chest, you can get a hold of them. When your opponent is conservative, that's when you've got to strategize. You want to draw them towards you. Stay away. Let them start to think that you're scared. And then when they least expect it, during one of their steps, you pounce. And you get control of them. Surprise entry is the trick.
What exactly is going through my mind when I am going to do this conservative entrance? Basically, as I step back, I'm telling myself, the next time he moves forward, I'm going to go forward. So I step back and I'm waiting for his step. so that way I can surprise him.
Bottom line is you gotta bite your teeth, make up your mind, and just go for it, you know? Don't wait too long. After a few steps, you strategize it, and like a rhino, hit him in the chest, contact, hold the close body control, and then everything else is all yours.
If you have a choice, you want him to throw a punch. But if he's not going to, we still want to get to the ground, so we gotta do what we gotta do.
And that's what you gotta do. It's time to incorporate our side mount positional control techniques in a fight simulation drill. Check it out. Starting from the side mount, let's get low, hug the neck. Our primary focus for this fight simulation drill is the lateral roll prevention. So hand and foot base, lots of it. As soon as he calms down, go to your knees, slide it in the armpit. Once my knees are very close to his body, my one leg slides on his belly, front hand out, knee to the ground, stretch them, turn and slap down. From here, I mount. Life is pretty good. I want you guys to go right for the feed, behind the neck variation, neck hug variation of the Americana arm lock. Once you grab the wrist here, loop it around the head and shoot your back hook into place. Now, I slide and lift. Once he taps out, we get a cooperative roll off. I just go. Quickly swim through. Control. He throws a couple punches. Life is pretty good here. Now, he lifts up for a stage 2 punch. I filled the space. I filled the space on the other side. We're doing good. He stands up. A couple more punches. Boom, boom. I let him in. But this time he's smart. He sneaks his arm through and he gets me in a headlock. Once he gets that headlock, he's leaning forward. I keep him close, but what do? He's giving me an opportunity for the elevator sweep. Neck hug, posted leg. Hip out, hook, come under the armpit, and now as I chop this side of his base, I lift the hook and I flip right over. Now I mount standard. He pushes my chest with both hands. Straight up, I choose one arm. Doesn't matter which one you're more comfortable with. Now, leg up, sit low, sit tight. Snatch the wrist to your body, lay down, 5 seconds of control. 5 seconds. Keep it tight, and then very slowly, hip up, easy on your partner's arm. Feet on turn from the side mount. So we're starting with this lateral roll prevention. 1, 2, strong foot, strong hand, stay low. I get too tired. He sneaks his knees in. Now he creeps his knee across the belly. As his knee creeps, he leans forward, stretches me out, turn, slap down. Once he mounts, he's already in the neck hug. So now he grabs my wrist, pins it to the ground, and feeds it behind the neck. He goes under. Once he grabs his own wrist, he loops it around and then shoots his hook in so I can't push him off. His base is too good here. Now slow pressure. Once I tap out, cooperative roll off. Immediately, stage 1. He's controlling well. From here I pull. Boom. Boom. His knees are in. Stage 2. Nice tricep control. I stand up. He goes to stage 4. After 1 or 2 punches, he drops me in. Back to stage 1. From here I get smart. I swim through and I hug his neck and I post up. He uncrosses, hips, hook the leg, underhook the arm if he can, and then reach up as he chops that side over there. Full sweep. And as soon as he lands, I'm like, get off me. I start pushing his face or his neck. Pivot, step, low spin, control, control. Everything's too good, and I'm done. Perfect this sequence, it'll save you in the long run. So, you're keeping the distance, the person becomes aggressive, you shoot in, you establish that clinch in the moment. Analyze. Leg hook takedown, or if they're leaning back and throwing those punches, take advantage of their backward lean and go right for the body fold takedown. It'll do you well.
When you're holding those hips and you're controlling them tight, stop and think, and just don't be too focused on one move. Don't go in there saying I have to do the body fold takedown. Go in there and say, whatever's happening, I'm gonna adapt to that. So take what they give you, not what you want.
And to that effect, the most important thing is effective hip control. You have to be very close. For the leg hook takedown or for the body fold, you have to be under their arms, right in here, and you can't be bent over. Keep your hips glued to them, and whatever feels more effective in the moment, you use it. Body fold is quick and easy. Leg hook takedown is reliable because once you hook their leg, they're going down. Perfect them both and use which one you want. But most importantly,
Keep it real.
now you've learned how to effectively control the side mount against a very aggressive opponent who's trying to roll you off in every direction and tries to put you in the guard. You've neutralized them, they're exhausted from trying, and now it's time to mount. Let me show you the best transition method from the side mount to the mount. Most important detail to keep in mind is there's no rush. When you're here and you're low and you're controlling, the more time it takes you to mount, the better it is for you because he's exhausted. So now that he's tried his movements and he's calmed down, here's what I do. I come out from this control, I go to my knees. And if I can, I want to get this knee here inside his armpit. Sometimes he's trying to push me away and I slip it inside. Okay? It's not a make it or break it detail, but it's very helpful. So please try it. Once you get that knee inside, I'm very close. Look how I'm sitting on my heels. I'm very low and back. Now the transition happens. Here's what I did. From here, stay low, assuming I got my knee lead position. My knees come very close to the body, and I sit on my heels. My hips are very low. Now remember, if I can, I'm gonna get inside his armpit and stay low right here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place that bottom knee of mine right across his gut. Okay, right across the belly, shin across the belly, with my knee all the way over. As soon as my knee commits to the stomach, my hand shoots out right here. My front hand shoots out. Look how his arm is out. I can't really drop my elbow in because of the angle of his arm. If he puts his hand out here, so I want to go out, but keep this arm relatively trapped right here. So with your hand out, your elbow close to the ground. Now, once your hand is out, my head comes forward slightly. I lean forward, my weight shifts forward, my knee goes to the ground. Look at my knee over here. Once my knee's on the ground, flatten your leg please. On the side, bend it sideways. Once my knee goes to the ground, look, I'm gonna start to slide my knee south, south, straightening my body out, stretching my hip out. Now I turn and I slap my foot. Look at the turn. Now I shoot my knee forward in his armpit. If his legs are down, I stay here. If his legs come off the ground, I quickly insert my hooks and get ready to maintain the mount. Okay, so some key details here. From the tight position here, we'll start this exercise from this tight position. Knees tight, a knee under the armpit, head low. Take your time. From here, my knee goes across the belly. Notice how when I do that, watch the back side here. When I want to slide my knee across the belly, this foot here, I tuck it in. I bring it in a little bit, low. Now, this foot slides. And then my hand goes out. If my weight stays centered right now, he might roll me backwards. So instead, watch what I do. I put the knee here, and I lean forward. Now roll me back. This knee serves as a good base point. So I'm leaning to the front side so I don't get rolled to the back side. Now I'm leaning forward with my head down, and my knee goes to the ground. What I don't want to do is bring this foot out right now and get it trapped between his legs. Go back. I want to leave my foot tucked in right here, behind his hip. And then I want to stretch my knee down. Now watch this, secret detail. To get my foot to the ground, I've got to take this knee off the ground. Watch my knee lift. My hips turn. In order for that hip turn to happen, I've got to lift this knee off the ground. Now I shoot my knee forward and both legs come down. Show the front side, please. One more time from the front side here. I'm low, my knees are tight, everything's close. Remember, I'm ready to transition, so my back foot, I tuck it under, and my front leg, I shoot it across. As soon as I shoot, if I keep my hands locked, look what happens. He might roll me over this arm. Go back. So the trick here is when I decide to shoot my knee, watch. I shoot here, I shoot the hand out, and I lean forward so I don't get rolled that way. Now, in very slow motion, watch my knee stretch. This knee slides straight down south, especially if his leg is here. Because if I don't do that, watch what happens. Trap it. He traps my leg. But if I do this, I keep my foot hidden and my knee stretches. Look at the stretch. Look at the stretch. Now, how do I get my foot over effectively? I turn the hips. I really exaggerate. My foot comes over sideways, and this part of my foot here slaps the ground. So watch the hip turn. Once I slap the foot down, watch this knee shoot forward. And I end up in a high mount. Now from here, I analyze. If he doesn't move his hips, I stay here. If he starts to bridge or do something, my hooks go in, and I get ready to rock and roll from here. And I'm good to go. By myself one time, simulating the mount technique or the transition to the mount. I'm here. Side mount control is good. Knees are close to the body. Tuck the foot in, slide the knee across the stomach. Hand out, lean forward. And now from here, the stretch is here. The stretch is between this elbow and this knee, watch. Now how do I get my foot over? Turn. Look at that bend on my knee. Now, shoot it forward, put both knees down. Hands out, and then get ready to insert the hooks and ride from here if you need to.
As a bad guy, there's not too much you have to do. Except for when you're on the bottom, move around, test their base, of course, but then really stop moving and allow for him to have a partner who pretty much got tired, and therefore he can mount as if it would go down in a real street fight, because the person will get tired.
Exactly. As you transition from the side mount to the mount, the bad guy should also check the different, at the different timing along the way, check the base of the opponent on top. Check him to the right, check him to the left. Make sure that they don't feel tremendously off balance at any point during the move. Because if they're off balance today, that means they're going to be off balance in the streets. So it's the bottom person's job to verify the base of the person doing the technique. Very slow motion. Practice this transition, and you'll be ready for reflex development.